Well, with me now is psychologist Jacqui Marson, who thinks parents are over-involved in their children's lives. Alongside her is parenting author Lucy Cavendish, who says parents need to be in control. It's a difficult one, this. We're not talking about too much love or less love. It's just, is it just too much involvement, and is that really a bad thing?
Well, for me, there is this metaphor that a friend of mine who's Swedish, a therapist, she uses. She calls it the curling parent. Now, you will like this, Lorraine, because of the women's curling team from Scotland, that they're frantically brushing the snow off in front of their children to make the way smooth. Yes. And that is so stressful that we're brushing the snow with the brains. So the puck can go smoothly. And that is not necessary in their best interest. And it stresses us out because that anxiety around snow must be smooth isn't allowing them the space to kind of grow, to have challenges, to learn their problem-solving skills, that little bit more bumpy snow. And I'm probably only saying to parents, like, reel back maybe 1% less if you think you're a little bit too brushing the snow of the curling. That's all I would say, really. Not like neglect them or, you know.
No, just sort of leave them. This kind of, I suppose in this article she was saying, you know, that their mum and dad, you know, this is Boris Johnson's sister, kind of just left them to get on with it.
But to go to boarding school, probably, which you
well, the thing is, they've always had a very privileged upbringing, so it is slightly different, you would have to say. But do you think that it is a good thing to leave your kids, to just let them get on with stuff, to make their own mistakes, if you like?
I think to a degree. I think it's interesting, possibly for all of us, if we remember our childhoods, it was generally more hands-off there, and things go kind of cyclically, and there's been a bit of a reaction to that in the last couple of decades, the generation that came after ours, really, that people have like, health and safety, and I must overprotect them, and get very involved with them. Like this thing about doing the homework. Did any of your parents ever sit and do your homework?
Yes, but I have to say, I can't imagine my children want me to help them with their homework. The thought, I mean, half the time,
as long as you don't do it for them.
As long as you don't do it for them. Sometimes I get so cross, I think, oh, well, let's just do it. Oh, I love doing the projects, but anyway, that may just be me.
They're quite good about it. They actively discourage you from getting involved with their homework. They say it's got to be their responsibility. They've got to learn to take responsibility for their own learning. If they don't do it, they get into trouble. Do not do it. And that's quite freeing for
But they've also started homework a lot. So I like being part of that, although it's irritating and annoying because it takes so long. I want to be part of their homework. I want to see what they do, be part of their lives. Otherwise, what are we doing with sort of people going on completely different paths? You know, I do feel my job is to know what they're doing, what they're up to. Encourage them. I agree. Give them some real sort of sense of self-respect and resilience,
we did a poll, been running a poll on our website. We asked, are today's parents too involved in their kids' lives? And 32% of you said they are. 68% said no. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Thank you both very much indeed.